Welcome to the St. Michael's College Residence. I'm Dwayne Rendell, your Dean of Students, and I help to look after the 550 residents who live on our campus each year. I'm assisted by our professional student life team, as well as the 15 Dons who live in the dorms and serve as mentors to our student body. As a former St. Mike's resident myself, I can assure you that living on campus is a fantastic opportunity. You not only get the convenience of being right downtown, but you get to meet and become friends with students from all over the world. But living in a college dorm isn't for everyone. Unlike living alone, residents must be sensitive to the needs of their housemates, all of whom live close by and share common facilities. They must also be willing to abide by specific rules and respect the people charged with enforcing them. So if you're someone who likes living by their own rules, community life might not be for you. But if you're willing to put the needs of others ahead of your own from time to time, you should fit right in. St. Mike's has been housing students for over 165 years, and in that time, we've found certain rules to be helpful in fostering safe and respectful communities. But since most students don't read their residence contracts before signing them, we created this short video so you know what you're signing up for before you accept an offer. So let's get started. At St. Mike's, all residents, without exception, are required to have a meal plan. And because the cost of that plan already includes a missed meal factor, no refunds will be given to students who are away from campus for extended periods. Students with special dietary restrictions or allergies should contact our office before accepting their offer, so our food service team can ensure your needs can be safely met. Please know that when you accept an offer of residence, you're agreeing to stay for the full academic term. Students who move out before the end of term are subject to early withdrawal fees that increase as the year progresses. Withdrawals before July 15th forfeit a $500 deposit. Withdrawals between July 15th and September 2nd forfeit $1,500. Withdrawals after September 2nd but before December 1st will forfeit $3,000. And students who move out after December the 1st are responsible for room and board charges in their entirety. So if you don't think you'll be able to stay for the full year, you may want to explore other housing options. Although you can never expect complete silence in a college dorm, we do strive to create an environment where students can regularly sleep and study in their rooms, which means residents are expected to comply with any requests they may get to reduce the level of noise they're making. They're also expected to lower their voices in public areas late at night and abide by any quiet hours their house has established. TVs and stereos are permitted so long as they don't disturb your neighbors, so a good set of earphones is a must. Large speakers and subwoofers are prohibited. Our college's budget is based on the expectation that all available beds will remain filled. So if your roommate moves out early, you should expect to receive a new one. If multiple people from the same house move out, it may be necessary to move two students in half-filled rooms together to create a new single. Although this doesn't happen often, we want to be upfront that the college reserves the right to reallocate rooms in certain situations. Visitors are welcome in the dorms from 10 a.m. to 11 p.m. Monday through Thursday and until 12:30 a.m. on weekends. Residents are responsible for the conduct of their guests at all times and for any problems or damage they may cause. Visitors are not permitted in the residence without their host present and for security reasons cannot be loaned keys. Please remember that having visitors in residence is a privilege, not a right, and residents whose guests end up causing problems may lose that privilege. Although the St. Mike's residence accommodates both men and women, all of our undergraduate dorms and some of our upper year dorms remain single-sex. This system provides new students with comfort and privacy when visiting common areas late at night or early in the morning. We would ask that students who are living in single-gender dorms limit their overnight guests to those of the same gender. Residents under 19 are not allowed to possess or consume alcohol anywhere on campus. Students who are of age may drink responsibly, but only within a residence room. Drinking in all other areas, including common rooms, hallways, or outside on the college grounds, is prohibited. To prevent excessive noise and related issues, students are not allowed to host parties in their room. A party is defined as having any two of the following three factors: 5 or more people in a room, the presence of alcohol, and significant noise. Smoking of any kind, including tobacco, marijuana, or e-cigarettes, is strictly prohibited in all campus buildings. A first offense will result in a $250 fine and probation. A second offense will result in eviction. Students whose rooms contain evidence of smoke will be subject to these same penalties. So please, if you do smoke, do it off campus. The use or possession of illegal drugs at St. Mike's is strictly prohibited, and any student found in an area where drugs are evident will be held accountable. So if someone is using drugs in your presence, you are responsible for leaving the area. Although marijuana is now legal for students 19 years and older, it cannot be smoked on campus and must be stored in an airtight container to prevent the smell from traveling into the hallways. Finally, any resident caught dealing drugs will face immediate expulsion, the loss of all fees, and potential criminal charges. In the interests of fire safety and avoiding unwanted odors, cooking is not permitted in any of the dorms, which means electric stoves, toaster ovens, and all types of grills are prohibited. Acceptable appliances include microwaves, kettles, coffee makers, and rice cookers. Fridges are allowed, but cannot be larger than 5 cubic feet. Few actions can disrupt a community faster than theft or vandalism, so any student caught stealing or defacing college property will be subject to eviction, the loss of all fees, and potential criminal charges. Accidental damage must be reported immediately, or it will be treated as vandalism. Of the 7 colleges that comprise the University of Toronto, 3 of them, St. Mike's, Victoria, and Trinity, are known as federated colleges, which means we were all universities in our own right before we decided to join the U of T. The federated colleges were all founded by religious orders, which is something that continues to shape our mission and values to this day. St. Mike's is delighted to welcome students of all backgrounds and faith traditions. In like manner, students are expected to respect our college's unique Catholic identity. St. Mike's cares deeply about the well-being of its students and is committed to supporting those who are experiencing difficulties. With this in mind, students who exhibit behaviors that are deemed harmful to themselves or others may be required to engage with support services or have their emergency contact notified. In rare cases, when a student requires more support than our staff can provide, alternate housing may be necessary. In the 1960s, St. Mike's experienced a major fire in its main building. Fortunately, no one was injured, but the incident means that we take fire safety very seriously. As a result, the following practices are prohibited in residence: smoking, burning candles or incense, cooking in rooms, misusing fire extinguishers or hoses, tampering with smoke detectors, or staying in your room when the fire bells ring. Students who trigger an alarm that brings fire trucks to campus may be charged the emergency dispatch fee if the alarm was related to a rule violation. Unfortunately, high occupancy buildings are sometimes subject to pest outbreaks, including bed bugs. To mitigate this, students are not permitted to bring outside furniture into the dorms, like couches, upholstered chairs, or mattresses. In August, all of our residence rooms are inspected by a pest control company and certified as bed bug free. So if bed bugs are discovered during the year, no refund or reduction of fees will be issued. St. Mike's is continually working to improve campus security, but our dorms are only as secure as our least diligent resident, and everyone's safety is compromised when rules are ignored. For this reason, never prop open entrance doors or allow visitors into your house after hours. Be careful that strangers do not trail in behind you when you're entering your building. And always be willing to show your ID at the video intercom terminals to gain access to your building after visiting hours. At St. Mike's, we believe strongly in the dignity of all people and strive to create an environment where everyone feels welcome, valued, and safe. Verbal abuse, threats, lewd behavior, physical violence, or harassment, including sexual and online harassment, will not be tolerated. So there you have it, a brief overview of the rules of residence at St. Michael's College. Although this video doesn't cover all of our policies, it hits the highlights and should give you a good sense of what we expect of all of our students. If you strive to treat your housemates the same way you'd want to be treated, you'll help to build a respectful community where friendships and memories are made to last a lifetime. Thanks so much for watching, and we look forward to welcoming you to St. Mike's very soon.